Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for bringing us all together. Congratulations to the winners, and it is great to be with you, Gina and Ryan. Anytime I have a public conversation like this about climate change, I try to start by making clear how this issue of climate change is not some distant abstract threat, but one that very much presents a clear and present danger. So before I ask questions, I thought I would start by trying to set the table for a bit with a few facts about climate change. So the most recent reports show that last year was either the second or third hottest year on record since 1850, and that's despite the planet experiencing the cooling La Nina effect. That follows 2024, which was the hottest year on record, and 2023, which had previously set the record for hottest year. The last 11 years have been the hottest 11 years on record. Temperatures in 2024 were so warm that for the first time, the planet exceeded 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial times in a calendar year. Scientists have long warned that sustained temperatures above that threshold could unleash catastrophic consequences such as brutal heat waves, torrential storms, massive wildfires, prolonged droughts, and other deadly disasters.
David, you're kind of a bummer here.
I know, I'm sorry. It is
we
not.
just all kiss our butts goodbye.
It is not the most uplifting issue, but thankfully Gina is here to try to make it even a little bit more depressing.
We were brought in to cool the room down.
Yes. So anyone who has been paying attention knows that these consequences have already come to pass. Last year, the United States suffered more than $100 billion in damage from weather and climate disasters, reaching that level for the fifth time in the past 6 years, and that was without a single hurricane striking U.S. shores. Over the past 5 years, the United States has experienced an average of $23 billion climate and weather disasters, and by comparison, in the 1980s, we had an average of about 3 such costly disasters and nearly 7 in the 1990s. And just one more fact. Last year, as the Trump administration has really began promoting the burning of fossil fuels and coal and has sought to block a range of renewable energy projects, greenhouse gas emissions in the United States increased by 2.4%. And that, as many of you know, is a significant problem because scientists say that if we are not keeping warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, or in order for us to keep emissions to 1.5 degrees Celsius, we need to cut emissions by about 45% by the end of this decade. And unfortunately, and I'll conclude with this, if nothing changes, we are now on a potentially catastrophic path of some 2.7 degrees of warming by the end of this century. And just to be clear about what that means, at 2 degrees of warming, the world's major ice sheets are likely to collapse. Some 400 million more people are likely to suffer from water scarcity. Major cities along the equator could become too hot or humid to live in. And heat waves will kill thousands of people every summer, even in northern latitudes. And I'm going to stop there and not even paint the more dire picture of what 3 degrees Celsius might include. So, sorry for that long preamble.
Do you have any scotch? Because it would really work at this point in time.
Is there any in the house?
Double.
So, given that gloomy portrait, let's talk about what can be done, especially in the private sector, given the state of affairs in Washington, D.C. So this is a question